Thanks for watching that last video, guys. Despite my thumbnail not posting on it, the video titled Testing My New Cam. Let me know if the thumbnail is posted. I think I fixed that problem. But in the last video I talked about me posting a video soon about something I'm very passionate about. So here it is, and it's probably sooner than you guys expected, right? Because Levon only posts every month. But it's something that has to be said, and I'm not going to point fingers, but I'm sure a lot of you guys know examples or have seen people that fall under this category, and I'm putting this out there so that hopefully we can learn to improve ourselves as people, as a society, to really use social media in a positive way versus something that's not so positive. What I'm referring to is this. Everybody has a social media now. Everybody has an Instagram. Everybody has a Facebook. A lot of people have YouTubes nowadays. Whatever, Twitter, I don't know. What happens is now that so many people use this platform or these platforms to try to better themselves, it automatically turns into a business related thing, no matter what. Now, of course, there's exceptions. There's people who are 100%, using it for the fun of it or keeping progress or, for good reasons. I'm not saying social media is bad. I'm just saying that we need a reality check here. Getting to it. There's people who post pictures and video, whatever it may be, right? Content on their social media platforms. And with the sole purpose of gaining followers. We know those social media people with 700, 800, 900,000 followers, a million, 2 million, 3 million, whatever. And then you got the Hollywood famous people who got a ton. But this is my point. A lot of people have these followers, and then what? That's the problem. Then what? You've grown this following for whatever it may be. In a lot of cases, this will be a very broad one, so that way I'm not pointing a strict finger. In female cases, right? You have girls who have 700, 800,000 followers, again, a couple million, just post pictures of their asses in a thong, or their tits because they got a nice new tit job, and they get a lot of followers because of it, right? Which is fine, do you, if that number going up makes you happy or it helps you out in your business, that's fine. You're doing something that's generating traffic and it's helping you out in one specific way. But it's a two-way street the way I see it. It's a moral obligation. If you have a certain amount of followers, if you've built that traffic for one reason or another, I believe that it's important and crucial for you to use that following in a positive way. Put a positive message out there. Provide something with value to the people who are following you and supporting you. I'm not saying don't make a business out of it. I'm not saying don't be successful with what you do. That's fine. Followers are not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It helps. I use it. I've got my sponsorships. I post about my sponsorships. Gymshark, MyProtein. As you guys know, Legends of Aesthetics. When we had that rolling, that's what we were doing. It's not bad. You're making a living doing something, but on the other side of it, aside from benefiting yourself, you have to do your service in benefiting the followers and the people that got you to where you are. You wouldn't be there without the people that got you where you are. Think about that. You've achieved all these followers for whatever reason it may be. They've bought your product, they've supported you, they've encouraged you, they've left a positive comment on your page that you never responded to, and now you're swimming in all these materialistic goods. You're doing good for yourself, but then what? If you turn that analogy into something different and you put yourself in the shoes of other people, or you take a step back and you realize the grand scheme of what's going on, it's almost like a scam. It shocks me to see these contests about people doing giveaways on Instagram and whatever, Facebook, and getting tens or hundreds of thousands of people involved and tagging other people and raising awareness for your brand or your cause or whatever it may be. And then these giveaways not actually happening, oh, they're not really giving away a car, or they're not really giving away $10,000. Will we ever know? It's hard to tell. But as that company, as that person or representative doing something like that has to hurt you, if you have some kind of heart. I'm all for the grind, and I'm all for working hard and achieving the life that you want to achieve, but give back, have a purpose, give back. You didn't get to where you are alone. Understand that. Every little piece of the puzzle matters, right? You might say, oh, this is just one of my followers, this is just one of my followers. But what if all those followers didn't get together and start supporting you? You wouldn't be where you are. Why don't you start giving back in a way, right? Whether you're giving really good quality advice, whether you're giving back to the community. If you limit your posts to selfies and just showing your ass and your tits and expecting that to be the service that you're providing to society, well then, hey, that's your mentality. But I hope that you have a guilty conscience inside of you, because there's much more that I know that you have to offer than just that. And I'm not saying give everything you have away. I'm not saying go above and beyond, but I'm saying at least do your part in giving back to not only your supporters, but potentially society if you want to take that next step. It's something you owe in a moral sense. It's not about materialistic goods. It's not about what shoes you have, what watch you have, what shorts you have, what pants you have. You know, you support the brands you want. You buy the things you want to buy. But your goods, your materialistic things that you own do not define you. It's always been the case that people message me on Instagram, they comment on things, or they DM me, or they message me on Facebook and they ask me for advice on certain things. And in a lot of cases I don't respond because I literally can't respond to all of them. But in a lot of cases I will. I'll respond to as many as I can within the given time frame that I've got. And to my surprise, these people are always extremely thankful for just getting a response, or just me following them, or me liking one of their pictures or whatever, right? What does that cost me? Nothing, you know? They've supported me in my journey. Why can't I show them some appreciation? Why do I gotta be too big for that? You know what I mean? It just blows me away. It's like the experience that they've had with other people has been so shallow that me liking their picture or responding to their comment is just blows them out of the water. Isn't that crazy? I mean, people who come to me at the gym, you know, people who want to work out with me or take a picture or whatever, you know, it's like, dude, I'm just like you. I just put a camera on my face. We're all the same types of people. There's nothing special. And the only reason that I've gotten to where I am is because of you guys. You guys have helped support me. So anything I can do to give back and help, I'm for it, you know? I'm going to do everything I can to support you and help you on your journey, you know? I've had it where people even just want to talk about being successful or getting a good physique or whatever, and I'll sit there and have conversations with them, you know, and help them out. What does that cost me, man? Nothing. It's just a little bit of time and a little bit of appreciation, you know, for the people who've supported you. Like I said, it doesn't even have to come down to money, materialistic things. Just your time, you know, a fraction of a minute, you know, a few seconds of your time to give back to these people, right? If you take 1 minute out of every hour in the day, right? 24 minutes a day. You know how many comments and responses and love you can show to the people who support you? You know, you're telling me you can't take that amount of time to just go like some pictures, respond to some people, put some positive messages out there and really try to inspire and help somebody to improve rather than just posting selfies of your ass all day. And again, this doesn't just apply to women. You know, a lot of guys do this. I was just giving the example there. So it's just irritating, you know, and you guys can see I'm so passionate about this because it's just becoming such a corrupted, self-centered, social media, brainwashed and dominated world that we live in. By all means, you know, this is a new generation. Social media runs shit, but it needs to run it in a positive way. So in conclusion to this video, because I'll probably talk about it more in the near future, if you have a following, if you've created a substantial support network, you have to realize that you have to do something with your following, a positive thing. It's a moral obligation. You know, if you have a heart, if you want to have a positive impact on this earth, you should probably do something positive with your followers. Now, sure, provide them with a product, provide them with cool pictures, you know, but ultimately you have to ask yourself, is that enough positive, constructive value that I'm providing my followers with? It's not about getting by with the bare minimum. It's about exceeding your own expectations, not only for yourself, but for the people who support you. Show them how much support you can give them, the same level of support they've given you. Food for thought.